Hello, everybody. Today is the 31st of March, and as always, we're going to tell the pen story. This pen story consists of this pen story has changed a lot of people's life and shed light into why something happened to our life and how we can create or manifest our dream life in a very certain way. So, are you ready? Let's get started. Okay. What is this? It's a pen. What do we use this pen for? To write. Now, there's a dog inside the room. I want to wave this in front of the dog. What does the dog do? The dog probably will snip, lick, or chew the shreds. Does the dog see this one as a pen? No. So for the dog, this one is not a pen, but for the human, this one is a pen. So who is correct, the dog or the human? The answer is both are correct. For the dog, this one is a chewing toy. Right, for the human, this one is a pen to write. The dog is correct in the dog world, and the human is also correct in the human world. So that is our first lesson. Both are correct. Now, let's imagine that there is a table in front of me. So I'm going to put this thing on the table, and then both the dog and I will walk out the room. So inside the room, there'll be no human, no dog. What does this thing become? It is still a pen or chewing toy. Becomes almost nothing, and the ancient wisdom called this one as the emptiness. The emptiness is actually a very magical definition. As we understand the emptiness, we'll be able to achieve anything in our life, just like Vishen Michael Roach applied the emptiness into his business and was able to build a business with revenue of $250 million a year. He's also able to help several refugees. So what is the emptiness? Why is that so magical? Let's go back to the pen story, okay? So this thing is currently on the table, and when there's no human, no dog, it is almost nothing. But as soon as I go back into the room and I look at this becomes a pen. When the dog comes back to the room and the dog looks at this becomes a chewing toy. And when both the dog and I come back to the room at the very same time and look at this at the very same time, what does this thing becomes? It becomes two things, a pen for me and a chewing toy for the dog. So a single thing, when there's no human, no dog, or nothing to interact with, it comes back to choose someone, we call it the emptiness. But because it has the emptiness, it also has the potential to become anything or anyone, depending on what or who is looking at this at the very moment. So that is our second lesson. Along with the emptiness, we all have limitless potential. Now, I see this as a pen, right? So does this pen coming from me, or does this pen coming from the thing itself? This pen is actually coming from me. Why am I so certain? Because if this thing is a pen is on the door or anything in this entire universe, we'll have to see it for what it is, which is a pen. But does the dog see this one as a pen? No. So this pen is actually coming from me. This pen is actually coming from my mind. And everything is actually coming from our mind. So that is our third lesson. Everything is actually coming from our mind. So moving on to the fourth lesson. So we all agree that this pen is coming from my mind, right? So we know. So let's change our mind, and then we're gonna think that this one become a diamond. Okay, so please pray with me. Diamond, diamond, diamond. Open my eyes. It's still a pen. So what in my mind that forced me to see this as a pen but not a diamond? There are seeds inside our mind that the ancient wisdom calls karma. When we see something, the seed inside our mind pop up, open up and cover this and made it seed for what had been planted earlier into our mind. So who planted those seeds into your mind then? Only you can plant the seed into your mind, and only I can plant the seed into my mind. How can we do it? By three ways: by our word, by our actions, by our thought, especially toward other people. So for instance, when I hold on to this, I say that I have the pen. Would you like to have this pen? And when my friend say yes, please, I'd be so happy to give this to my friend with the hope that I can help my friend. When I give this to my friend, this palm will open up and both me and my friend will see it and it start leaving mark in my mind. A couple days later, when I see this, I recognize this one as a pen, which means that the seed of the pen has already been planted into my mind. And now it popped opened up and covered this and made me see it for what had been planted earlier into our mind. And this is how a pen become a pen, or anything surround us become what and who they are to us. In the pen story, there are several meaningful lessons. Today, we went over 4 different lessons. The first lesson is both are correct. So we learn to respect each other's opinion, we learn to respect each other's choices, and if possible, we learn to listen to each other with a compassionate heart. And with that, we learn to, so first we learn to listen to each other, we learn to understand each other, we learn to love each other, and we learn to give happiness, and get happiness from each other, from our relationship. The second lesson is, along with the emptiness, we all have limitless potential. So trust your potential, trust the potential of everyone or everything surround you, and trust the potential of whatever happened to you. And remember, you are the one who have the power to see the potential in you and everyone, everything surround you, and the potential in what you are working to work to. So that is our third lesson, which is everything is actually coming from the seed inside our mind. So, be 100% responsible to whatever happened to you. Don't blame anyone, because in the end, you are the only one who can plant the seed into our mind. So how can we do it? That leads us to the third lesson, which is how we can create or manifest our dream life in a very certain way. So first, you have to know what you want to have in your dream life. By lesson number 2 is that, looking at the potential of everything yourself, of everything surround you, of whatever happened to you, and know what you want it to be for your dream life. And second, by planting those seeds into your life using your word, your action, your thoughts, toward other people. So for instance, if you want to have a happiness, then planting the seed, of happiness using your word, your action, your thoughts, helping other people to be happier. If you want to have prosperity, then using planting this prosperity using your word, your action, your thought, helping other people surround you become richer. If you want to have wisdom, then using your word, your action, your thought, helping other people surround you to be wiser. So whatever that you want, making sure that you use your word, your action, your thought, helping other people to get that seed. And that seed is gonna actually be planted into your mind, and then that will come up to you. So that linked to a very important lesson is that your current word, action, thought is what will dictate your future life. And the lesson that I would like to share with you all today is listen. Today actually during lunchtime I actually listened to a teaching from Thich Nhat Hanh, and he was saying that as long as you are home, as long as you arrive and you know that you are at home, you are safe, then you are no longer lonely, and that is the practice you will be able to do with yourself in anything. And once you know that if you are not lonely, if you can comfort yourself, that is when you know how to comfort other people. Because and each of us we have that crying child in yourself, inside you. And then once you know how to comfort that crying child, that loneliness, whatever that hurting feeling that you are suffering, once you know how to comfort yourself, that is when you know how to comfort other people. And that really equaling in me, because I think that if you would be, it's for a long while I thought that if you think of yourself, you think about yourself, you are too much, you are pretty selfish. But now I changed my mind, and I think that you have to be able to take care of yourself, take a good care of yourself before you be able to take care of other people. So so that's what I would try, and then that's what I was thinking. Like if you're hurting other people, if someone hurts someone else, so it's mean that that person probably need help, or that something is hurting that person, that made that person hurting other people. So being able to repair ourselves, being able to comfort ourselves, being able to calm the pain in ourselves, or healing ourselves, one of the most magical ability we be able to do to ourselves. And one of the great things you could be able to contribute to the world. Because remember, if you cannot heal yourself, how can you heal other people? If you cannot take care of yourself, how can you take care of other people? And if you cannot, bring happiness to yourself, how will be able to bring happiness to other people? So make sure yourself, make sure that you take a good care of yourself. And then all those, you'll be able, if you are loved, If you love yourself enough, you'll be able to bring back love to everyone around you and be more compassionate. Thank you so much for listening to me today. Thank you, Ellen, for coming me in this 3,000-day journey. And I hope that you'll be able to feel better soon. And thank you, everyone, for listening. And if I need to share with you the pen story or my lesson is something good, I would like to dedicate that to my Joyce family, to my friends, to my coworkers, to my clients, to my neighbors, or to any living things in this world or any other worlds with love, wisdom, and gratitude. Thank you so much and have a great day. See you. Bye-bye.